Welcome back. I'm Rahana. We're playing more of Gakuen Heaven 2, and now that Yuki's fallen from the bridge, courtesy of Ninosuke, been rescued by Kuya, now it's time for the two of them to confront Ninosuke about all of his crap. And you'll remember that Ninosuke was knocked off the bridge by a bunch of cats, led by Wakasama. Good job, Wakasama. Love you. So we'll continue here. Ninosuke's about to get a bit of the smackdown that he's deserved for a long time. And Kuya says, Ninosuke,
Kuya, 盗んだ腕章を返すんだ.
Give back the stolen armband. And I like how his tone is not friendly, it's not wishy-washy, he's just not taking any shit. He's done with this. And so am I.
あの腕章がどれほど大事なものか、君は知っているはずだ.
You must know how important that armband is.
今すぐ勇気に返せ、Ninosuke.
Give it back to Yuki right now, Ninosuke.
お前は
You
裏切り者!
traitor.
俺がどんなに生徒会長として頑張ってきたか、お前が一番よく知ってるだろう.
You know more than anyone how hard I worked as the student council president.
なのにお前までそんなことを言うのか.
And yet, even you say stuff like that.
俺はお前をずっと友達だと思っていた.
I always thought you were my friend, so he's pulling out the friend card. But if you were my friend, you would do this. Jeez, shut up.
だがお前は違う. お前は俺よりそいつの方が大切なんだな.
But you're not. He's more important to you than me?
そうだとも.
That's right. Nice. Thank you, Kuya.
やっぱりお前は裏切り者だ.
Damn you, you really are a traitor.
どうせ俺のことなんかどうしようもない最低なやつだとバカにしているに決まっている.
I knew it. You're making fun of me as a hopeless wretch, or like someone who's just completely hopeless, useless, a mess.
それは違う.
You're wrong.
違う? 何が違うと言うんだ?
Wrong? What are you saying is wrong?
Ninosuke, 君は間違っている.
Ninosuke, you're in the wrong.
だから俺は君を止める. そのために俺は君を探していたんだ.
So I'm stopping you. That's why I was looking for you.
君は俺の友達だ.
You're my friend.
大切な友達だ.
My dear friend.
だから
And that's why.
黙れ.
Shut up.
ニノスケ、君だって本当はとっくに気づいているんだろ?
Ninosuke, you've already realized, haven't you?
君が見ていた伝説の生徒会長という夢は誰のためでもない.
Your dream of being the legendary student council president wasn't for the sake of others.
君だけのための夢だ.
It was a dream just for yourself.
君だけに優しい、君だけを選んでくれる甘い甘い夢だ.
It was a sweet, sweet dream, nice only to you, where only you were chosen.
そんなことは.
That's not...
それでもいいと俺は思っていた.
I thought that was okay.
それで君が幸せならば、その夢が誰をも不幸にしないなら.
If it made you happy, and if that dream didn't make others unhappy, even though it has.
そういう夢を見ることだって悪くないと思っていた.
I thought it wasn't bad for you to have that dream.
でもそれはもう終わった.
But it's already over.
分かってるんだろ?
You realize, don't you?
それを誰かに言われるのが怖かったんだろ?
You were afraid someone would tell you, weren't you?
ごめんな.
I'm sorry.
俺はもっと早くそれを言うべきだったんだ.
I should have said it sooner.
なんでそんなことを言うんだ?
Why are you saying that?
お前だって言ってたじゃないか.
Didn't you say it?
諦めるなと.
Don't give up.
頑張ればいつかなんとかなると.
If you work hard, it'll happen someday.
言った.
Yeah, I said that.
俺はそうやって耳当たりのいい言葉で君を甘やかした.
I indulged you, telling you what you wanted to hear.
君の見る夢を守っていた.
I was protecting your dream.
でも
But
その結果俺たちが得たものは何だった?
as a result, what did we gain?
ただの後悔ばかりじゃないか.
Nothing but regrets. So now Kuya is finally saying the things that he's thought but has been afraid to put voice to because he's so afraid of alienating a friend, even if that person desperately needs to hear something like this. And of course, the reason that he's able to do this is because of Yuki, because Yuki pretty much confronted him about it and told him, hey, this is what friendship is. Friendship isn't just telling people what they want to hear. It's telling people what they need to hear sometimes, even if they don't want to hear it.
俺たちは認めなければいけない。
We have to accept it.
しっかりしろ、ニノスケ。目を覚ますんだ。
Get a grip, Ninosuke. Wake up.
逃げ続けても何の解決にもならない。
Continuing to run away doesn't solve anything.
現実とみんなと向き合い、きちんと型をつけるんだ。
Settle things properly by facing reality and everyone.
ダメだ。
I can't.
そんなことできない。できるものか。
I can't do that. How could I?
ニノスケ。
だって俺はあの人と約束したんだ。
But I promised him.
約束？
Promised.
なんだそれは。
What does that mean?
本当は返そうと思ったんだ。
I really wanted to return it.
ジョーカーに負け続けて何もかも奪われて。
Losing to Joker, continuing to lose and having everything taken away.
だからもう全部諦めて、ぬいぐるみも腕章もみんな理事長に返そうと。
That's why I wanted to give everything up and give the director back the plush, the armband, and everything.
なんだと。
What?
おい、ニノスケ、そんな話聞いてないぞ。
Hey, you never told me that.
言えなかったんだ。
I didn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
お前に言ったら絶対に止められるって分かってた。諦めるなって言ってくれるって。
If I told you, I knew you definitely would have stopped me. You would have told me, don't give up.
だから一人で理事長室に行ったんだ。
That's why I went to the director's office alone.
なんてことを。
What are you saying?
そしたらあの人はすごく調子が悪そうで。でも俺が来たら笑って。
Oh, this is sad. When I did that, he was really sick, but he smiled when I arrived.
腕章もぬいぐるみも返そうとした俺にあの人は言ってくれたんだ。
He told me when I tried to return the armband and the plush.
君が立派な生徒会長になると信じてるから腕章は受け取れない。
I believe you can become a great student council president, so I won't accept the armband.
この先学園にはいろいろなことがあるかもしれないけど、みんなで力を合わせて学園を守ってほしいと。
In the future, things may happen at the school, but I want you to work with everyone and protect the school.
それで
And
そのクマは幸運のお守りだから、俺のことを守ってくれるからあげるよ。
since that bear is a good luck charm, it's protected me, and I'll give it to you.
そう言って。
That's what he said.
それが最後で。
That was at the end.
そんなことが。
So that happened.
俺にお守りなんかくれなくてよかったのに。
I wish he hadn't given me that good luck charm.
怒って取り上げてくれてよかったのに。
I wish he had been angry and taken it away.
幸運は俺なんかよりあの人の方が必要だったのに。
He needed good luck more than someone like me.
あの人が死んでしまうくらいなら俺が死ねばよかった。
I wish I had died rather than him.
学園を守ってほしいと頼まれたくせに何もできない俺なんか死ねばよかったんだ。
Even though he asked me to protect the school and I couldn't do anything, I wish I had died. It's very dramatic, but again, this is really emotional to him. He feels responsible for this. So I can still be a little bit sympathetic. It's, yes, he's very dramatic, but for someone who really believes in stuff like that, you know, I can imagine that it's difficult to deal with that, knowing that something you did could have contributed to really someone's death.
そんなこと言うなよ。理事長だってそんな。
Don't say that. The director wouldn't want that.
ああ、そうさ。理事長はそんなこと望む人じゃない。
Yeah, that's right. The director wasn't the kind of person who'd want that.
仕方ないなって笑ってくれる。
He smiled, saying it can't be helped.
頑張りなよって言ってくれる。
He said, do your best.
裏切ったのは俺だ。
I'm the traitor.
クーヤの言う通りだ。
Kuya's right.
俺は夢を終わらせたくなかった。
I didn't want to let the dream end.
あの人が俺に見てくれた夢を、俺に優しい夢を終わらせたくなかった。
And he didn't want to let my dream end either.
だから逃げたんだ。
That's why I ran.
お前に全部押し付けて何もかもから。
I foisted it all on you and ran from everything.
だから俺なんて
And that's why I...
逃げるな、ニノスケ。
Don't run, Ninosuke. So Kuya knows him well enough to realize that when he gets like this, he's probably going to run off again.
クーヤ。
俺なんてじゃない。
Cut it out.
君が今なすべきことは自分を責めて逃げ続けることじゃないだろう。
What you should do now is not blame yourself and keep running.
俺がなすべきこと。
Then what should I do?
そうだ。わかるだろ。
That's right. You know, don't you?
死ぬ。
Oh god, this kid. Die?
バカか君は。
Don't be an idiot! Seriously, do not be this annoying or dumb or crazy. Like... Ninosuke needs therapy or something. Like, I don't know what's up with his feeling so inferior to other people. Yeah, he got caught up in some bad stuff, but Joker's the kind of person who will cheat to get whatever he wants, and he admits to it too, so... I wonder if Ninosuke even realizes that all those things that happened were Joker messing around. He was not fighting fair, and... you know, it was also part of a bigger plot. But I won't say too much about it, because if you're watching stuff out of order, that would be spoilers, but there are reasons for things happening, and there are things that are bigger than Ninosuke, but he's just so focused on himself that he has a hard time seeing those things, or I think even imagining the possibilities of other things that might happen. Kind of makes you wonder, why is he like that? I don't really have an answer for it. They don't go into the details of why Ninosuke is the way that he is. We just get the information mainly in this story with Kuya about him. So that's a bit unfortunate. I would like to know a little bit more about his motivations aside from this wanting to be a legendary student council president, because that doesn't really explain his weird personality too much. Bit of a gap in the story, but can't know everything about everyone. God knows there's enough to know about everybody else in this game. Anyway, don't be an idiot.
そんなこと誰が望んでいる。
No one wants that.
謝れ。
And Ninosuke is saying, what should I do? Kuya says, apologize.
君は謝らなければならない。
You have to apologize.
それこそが今の君が一番しないといけないことだ。
That's what you have to do first right now.
君がこれ以上逃げずにいるためにも。
So you don't have to run anymore.
俺が逃げずに。
So I don't have to run?
そうだ、ニノスケ。
That's right, Ninosuke.
本当は君は逃げたくなんかなかったんだろ。
You didn't really want to run, did you?
だから謝れ。
So apologize. Please, Hatari-san. Please listen to what Kuya-san is saying. Don't give up. It'll be okay, so don't surrender. I guess, like, surrender to his negative feelings. For Kuya-san, please.
ごめん。
I'm sorry.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
服部さん。みんな、俺が悪かったんだ。
Everyone, I was wrong.
みんなの前で朝比奈にひどいことを言った。
I said horrible things about Asahina in front of everyone.
お前は俺の頼みを聞いてくれただけなのに。
Even though all you did was listen to my request.
ごめん。
I'm sorry.
もういいよ。
It's okay now.
朝比奈。
正直言うと結構腹は立った。
To be honest, I was really angry.
今でもいろいろ思ったりしてる。
Even now it's complicated, so I'm glad he's not just blanket forgiving him for this because, I mean, there was a lot.
そうだよな。
I see.
でも
But
いいよ。
it's okay.
服部さんとあの時出会わなかったらきっと俺の学園生活は全然違ってた。
If I hadn't met you then, I'm sure my school life would have been completely different.
それには感謝してる。
I'm grateful for that.
それにさ、
Besides,
辛かったよな。
you were hurting.
朝比奈。
さっき一番謝りたい人はもういないって言ってただろ。
Before, you said that the person you wanted to apologize to most wasn't here anymore.
それでやけになっちゃったんだろ。
And so you gave in to despair?
うん。
Yeah.
だからいいよ。
So, it's okay.
ごめん。
I'm sorry.
ごめん。朝比奈。
I'm sorry, Asahina.
ごめんなさい。理事長。
Sorry, Director.
俺が卑怯で
I was a coward,
弱くて逃げて
weak, and ran away.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
許す。
I forgive you. Huh?
きっとあの人ならそう言うさ。
I'm sure that's what he'd say.
服部巳之助君、
Hattori Ninosuke-kun,
君は十分反省したよ。だからもう泣くのはやめて顔を上げよう。
you've repented enough, so stop crying and lift your face.
まだ毎日は続くんだから。
Tomorrow's a new day,
だから頑張って。
so do your best.
君には僕があげたお守りがついてるよ。
You have the charm I gave you,
ってね。
okay?
クーヤさん、
そういう人だったんだあの人は。
That's the kind of person he was. Nice impression of now there. I think that's the second time Kuya has done an impression. So he did one of Yuki earlier, and that was also very cute.
そうだろ巳之助。
Right, Ninosuke?
あの人はもういないけど
Even though he's not here anymore,
君の後悔も反省も涙も理事長の分まで俺が全部引き受けてやる。
your regret, your repentance, and tears, I will accept them all in the director's place.
だから巳之助、学園に戻ってこい。
So, Ninosuke, come back to school.
クーヤ、いいのか。
Is it okay?
何が？
What?
お前本当は呆れてるんだろ。
Well, the truth is, you're like appalled or stunned.
呆れているさ。
Yeah, I am.
黙っていた君にも気づかなかった俺にもな。
By you, who kept silent, and by me, who didn't realize.
君はいっぱい間違えたし、それをこれからどうしていくか君自身が考えなくてはいけない。
You made a lot of mistakes, and what you do about them from now on is something you have to think about for yourself.
だがそれは俺も同じだ。
But it's the same for me.
君が反省してやり直すように俺もいろいろ改めなくてはいけないと思ってる。
In the same way that you repent and do over, I have to improve things too, I think. So Kuya, self-aware of his own flaws too, even though they may not be quite so major. You know, the things that Yuki told him, he's taken them to heart.
だがとにかく君はごめんなさいが言えた。 これ
Anyway,
は大きな一歩だ。
you said you're sorry, and that's a big step.
続きは学園で果たしていけばいい。
You should do the rest at the school.
何？まだ1年あるんだ。できることはたくさんあるさ。
There's still a year left. There's lots of things you can do.
そうだな。
Yeah, that's right.
だからさ、服部さん、
So, Hattori-san,
なんだ。
what?
学園に戻ってきたら俺たちと一緒に生徒会やろう。
When you go back to the school, be in the student council with us.
人手が足りないんだ。だから手伝ってほしい。
We don't have enough people, so I want you to help.
俺にできない分力を貸してほしいんだ。
I want your help with what I can't do.
本当に
Really?
本当に戻ってもいいのか。
Really? I can go back?
う
Yeah.
ん。なんだったら生徒会長もやる。
If you like, you could be the student council president.
勇気
いや、
No,
それはできない。
I can't do that.
腕章は返す。
I'll give back the armband.
これは俺のじゃない。お前のだ。
This isn't mine, it's yours.
お前が、この学園を必死に守ったお前が、この学園の真のエースだ。
You desperately protected this school. You're the true ace.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
貸したまえ。腕章をつけよう。
Well, lend it to me. I'll put it on.
なんか落ち着く。
Kinda calms me down.
俺もだ。
Me
やっ
too.
とあるべき姿になったな。
You're finally the way you should be.
この腕章は、もう俺のものじゃないんだな。
This armband is no longer mine.
くよくよするな、ニノスケ。
Don't brood, Ninosuke.
君はもう十分頑張った。あとは後輩に譲ってやれ。
You already worked plenty hard. Turn the rest over to your junior.
そうだな。
That's right.
でも、信じてもらえないかもしれないけど、俺はこの腕章を盗んではいない。
But you might not believe it, but I didn't steal the armband.
じゃあどうやって手に入れたんだ？
Then how did you get it?
これは、俺の目の前に落ちてきたんだ。
It fell right in front of me. Remember way back when he got it, it just seemed to drop out of nowhere.
落ちてきた？
It fell.
どこから？
From where?
空から。
The sky.
はあ？
So he has no idea where it came from. I'm not really sure where it came from either. Because the content of the story varies just a little bit depending on what's going on and which character route it is, so I don't know who dropped it on him. I can't really speculate in case someone who hasn't watched the other routes is watching this video, watching Kuya's next, so I'll keep quiet.
だからこれは、幸運の熊が俺に与えてくれたチャンスだ。
That's why I thought this was a chance that the lucky bear had given me.
理事長が俺に、もう一度頑張れと言っているんだ。
That the director was telling me to do my best again.
そう思って、それでつい。
That's what I thought, and I just...
そんなことがあるのか？
Could that really happen?
多分誰かが服部さんに渡そうと落としたんじゃないかな。
Maybe someone dropped it to give it to Hattori-san?
あの時点で腕章を持っていたのは榊先生だ。
The one who had the armband at that point was Professor Sakaki.
だが彼がニノスケに腕章を渡すはずはない。
He wouldn't give the armband to Ninosuke.
じゃあ誰か別の人が？
Then it was someone else?
もしかして俺の腕章を盗んだ誰かがやっぱり間違ってたと思い直してくれたとか。
Maybe the person who stole my armband changed their mind and felt it was wrong or something.
だったら勇気に返すんじゃないか？
Then wouldn't they have given it back to you?
あ、そうか。
Oh, that's right.
やっぱり、
After all,
落ちてきたなんて都合のいい話。信じられないよな。
my tale of it falling is too convenient. You don't believe me?
信じるよ。
I believe you.
俺も信じる。
Me too.
ありがとう。
Thank you.
いたぞ
Here he is.
あ、みんなだ。
Oh, it's everyone.
おーい、こっちこっち。
Hey, over here, over here.
腕章戻ってきたよ。
I got the armband.
ああ、エースさんも捕まえてる。
Oh, you caught Ace-san too.
しゃあ徹底的にボコる。
Alright, beat him to a pulp. I totally agree.
さてみんなに説明しないとな。
Well then, you have to explain to everyone.
無理だ、信じるはずがない。
It's impossible, they won't believe me.
大丈夫だ、俺たちがついてる。
It's okay, we're with you.
無理無理無理無理無理だ。
No!
と、もう逃げない。
No more running.
大丈夫。一緒に説明するから。
It's okay, we'll explain together.
エース。
任せろって。
Leave it to me.
みんな、聞いてくれ。
Everyone, listen up. So that's the end of the scene. Everyone's friends again. Ninosuke is going back to the student council. He finally got a bit of a smackdown from Kuya, which is what he really needed. He needed someone to stand up to him and tell him, hey, what you're doing isn't right. You need to stop what you're doing and realize that this crazy dream that you had, first of all, you were only doing it for yourself. And second of all, like, that ship has sailed. Your time to try and be that is over. And whether it's because of his own ability or lack thereof, or whether it was because of Joker's involvement in things, because of other stuff that was going on behind the scenes that prevented him from doing it, it doesn't matter. What matters is he tried, it didn't work out, and he's been clinging to it for too long, and it's keeping him from moving ahead. It's messed up all his friendships. It's made the entire school dislike him. It's just not good. It's definitely time to move on and to try his best to not resent it, not resent Yuki, not resent the students or Joker or Kuya or Takuto or anyone else. And for someone like him, it's going to be rough. Especially how he feels responsible for what happened to Now. In a kind of indirect sort of way. I mean, obviously he didn't cause Nao's illness. He's been sick forever, but to feel responsible for taking his lucky charm and making it so that he can't get better, that would kind of mess someone up, for sure. So, I mean, trying to be nice to Ninosuke as much as I can, but it's just difficult. I think his character could have been a bit more sympathetic. There are ways that it could have been handled to make him a little more interesting, rather than just kind of hitting us with all of this at the very end of the story, when we kind of needed a little bit more earlier on, I think, in order to not get to the point where you're like, you know what, I don't care about this guy anymore, he just annoys me. Because that's what happened with me, and it's hard to undo that. So, anyway, save the day, everything's good, and now you're starting to wonder, when are we going to get to the love stuff? Because there seemed to be some lovey stuff kind of embedded in there. With how Kuya was able to hear Yuki calling for help, and how he immediately thought of Kuya. And when Ninosuke was saying, everyone betrayed me, blah blah blah, and he's like, the first thing Yuki fixes on is, hey, don't say stuff like that about Kuya. So now we're past the major crisis here, so we're going to move on to more of the good stuff. So thanks for watching that incredibly long video, and I'll see you next time with some more Kuya and Yuki sweetness. Thanks for watching!